Now, many South African water systems are currently heavily polluted from sewerage and industrial effluent, creating ideal growing conditions for, of course, the invasive plant species known as the water hyacinth. A group of scientists and community members are now releasing insects to control the spread of the plant. Although there have been significant results from the trials, a lot more might be required to treat the larger problem. Here's Beryl Oro with more.
The Hartbeespoort Dam in South Africa used to be brimming with people enjoying scenic landscapes and recreational water sports. Now the visitors are greeted with the sights of boats stuck in a sea of the invasive green water hyacinth weed.
In the last month, it has closed the business down. So we've lost all our business bar one boat. As you can see, the boats are standing, they aren't going anywhere, there's no passengers. It's affecting tourism in our town. It's affecting tourist jobs. We are on the verge of letting 25 staff go.
The spike in the hyacinth weed can be attributed to pollution with sewage, industrial chemicals, heavy metals and litter flowing into the river from Johannesburg and Pretoria.
Water hyacinth is the symptom of pollution. So the reason that it invades systems is because there's an increase in nitrates and phosphates, which are essentially fertilizer that allows the plant to grow. So a system like Hartbeespoort Dam is probably one of the most polluted systems in South Africa, potentially Africa, in that the amount of nitrates and phosphates in the water are higher than anywhere else, and they are coming from upstream.
Nutrients in the pollutants act as perfect fertilizer for the weed, a big concern for nearby communities due to its devastating impact on livelihoods.
What used to bring people here used to be the number of birds that they expect to see around here. So since the arrival of the water hyacinth, we've lost a number of birds. So if I can tell you, we are standing at about 2 species or 3 species which are left to see, being the coots, the common moorhen, and the Egyptian goose. Those are the species that you can actually see around at the present moment, whereby we used to have around 100 and something bird species. So it's no longer like that anymore.
Now scientists and community members have found a unique way to deal with the invasive plant by introducing a water hyacinth eating bug. The tiny insects are released by their thousands at a time and are the natural enemy of the plant.
We mass reared megamelis at our mass rearing facility at Rhodes University in Makanda in the Eastern Cape, and then we sent these insects out in their thousands every week. By the end of 2019, beginning of 2020, people started contacting us to say, we don't know what's happening to the water hyacinth, but it's brown and it's dying. Was there spraying? Did somebody spray a herbicide on the system? And when we came to investigate, every single plant was teeming with thousands of these little bugs. And this was the beginning of January, and suddenly the plant started to die and sink, something we've never seen before in South Africa. And by the end of March, we were left with about 5% of water hyacinth on the system.
Scientists warn that while the insects have been fairly successful in controlling the situation, more needs to be done to treat its cause, which authorities could tackle by tightening regulations on water waste management. Beryl Oro, CGTN.